Hi there everyone and welcome to the Weather Centre. The cold front that swept across South Africa over the course of the weekend has now moved away to the east, and that's been replaced by a big high pressure. That system's helped push in some moisture over the far eastern parts, cooler air now in circulation along with some cloud cover, while over the central parts of the country it's going to be a much clearer and drier day than what it was yesterday. Down in the southwest, some cloud cover still pushing in from the Atlantic Ocean, keeping temperatures low for the peninsula and the surrounding areas as well. With the moisture that's moved in over the eastern parts, there's also a possibility for some light rain along the escarpment of Limpopo for the first half of today, and at the same time there could be a few very light showers just touching the northern coastline of KwaZulu-Natal, but the likelihood is really quite low for that area. The rest of South Africa remains dry for the rest of this Monday. There is a watch in place for high seas that could develop along parts of the Eastern Cape coastline for today, where swells could get as high as 6 meters. Now let's take a look at your temperatures for today, and we see the cooler air that's in circulation in the north. Polokwane 17 degrees as a high, 14 for Ermelo, while Johannesburg and Potchefstroom both reach a high of 18. We're expecting temperatures to remain below 20 degrees for most of KZN, the Free State and the Eastern Cape. Cold conditions remaining in place for the meantime, while towards the coastline it's also going to be a relatively cool day for this area. 20 degrees as a maximum for Durban, Port St. John's as well as Richards Bay. Port Elizabeth still quite cold and windy, along with that swells in your area getting above 4 meters as we've already seen. The southern parts of the country remaining in the mid-teens for most places. Beaufort West at 14 degrees after a very frosty morning across the region. And along the coastline, temperatures remain below the 20-degree mark over this area as well. Lighter winds have settled in, but a bigger swell in the forecast at an average of about 4.5 meters. We are expecting it to be particularly cold once again for the Northern Cape, but even Sutherland will manage to get into the double digits, unlike yesterday. Towards the west coast, we're also expecting cold conditions to remain in place. Northwesterly winds keeping colder air moving in from the Atlantic Ocean for both Langebaan and Cape Town. Here's your Tuesday's weather conditions, and we expect it to be a warmer day for just about all of South Africa, thanks to lots of sunshine. Bombela gets to 25 degrees, while the rest of the country should get into the upper teens and low 20s.